Hey guys, off the Mike Sports Network here, another edition of Off the Top Rope. So, this was kind of already news, um, because over the weekend at Saturday night's main event, they announced, a takeover weekend in Atlanta was Saturday night's main event, and Evolution happening in Atlanta July 12th and July 13th. That's the same weekend as AEW All In Texas. So this was already known because, AEW kind of already told you that they knew WWE was going to do something there because they moved up the time of All In Texas to earlier in the day. But now the official full weekend came out and the full release came from WWE um, on Tuesday morning, basically announcing ticket packages and everything because now they're, in addition to, and they kind of already mentioned this, but they didn't give an official time of when this was actually going to happen, if it was going to be Sunday, if it was going to be Saturday. NXT Great American Bash is going to happen on Saturday afternoon from Atlanta. Not really sure exactly what the timing of it is, but it's going to be right around the same window as when All In actually starts. So, listen, okay. I'll let me just say this first of all. Before I get to like the reaction to AEW and their fans is just ridiculous. Talking about the insecurities of WWE. This is business, guys. This has always been a business. And if anything, I think you should take this as a compliment to your promotion and basically saying, hey, we see you guys as competition. So we're going to put some other stuff there on that weekend. Does it oversaturate the market a little bit? Sure. But if anything, this should bring out competition and, force you guys to book more compelling week-to-week television because we know what the three big matches are. But outside of that, how are you going to make All In the biggest show it could possibly be? So, I don't have a problem with this. I really don't have a problem with this at all. Everybody kind of knew that this is where this thing was going, but even over the weekend, and some people who are people who cover the industry are getting mad about this. And I mean, I understand fans. Like they're going to protect whoever they want, but they're also incredibly insecure and basically saying, yeah, WWE should focus on their flailing product rather than, AEW and trying to beat AEW. Is like, listen, WWE is still hot despite, creatively being in a little bit of a lull. They're selling out arenas. They're creating a lot of revenue. Are they overcharging for things? Sure. But like, my thing is here, well, if you're and Tony Khan was asked about this in his post media scrum, post Double or Nothing on Sunday night, and he basically talked about it how it was basically similar to Crockett Promotions and Will Be Fine. Yeah, because he's got the money to subside from this. But I'm not worried about AEW on pay-per-view. Like they always deliver. But how are you going to get more people, outsiders, casuals to buy your show? And if anything, if I'm looking at this has got to be considered a good thing for a couple different reasons for AEW. Because, hey, it should light a fire under your ass to basically create compelling television week in and week out for the next 6-7 weeks before you get to Arlington. And then the other side of this is, hey, WWE sees us as a threat. They're trying to bury us. That's not a bad thing. If you're trying to be insecure about that type of shit, man, like why the fuck did you get into the wrestling business? You think WCW was fucking panicking when WWE was trying to beat them 25, 30 years ago? No. This is how business works. We just haven't seen it that often since AEW and WWE have been going head to head with one another. We haven't seen it that much, at least at this level. So, yeah, is it a little bit odd that they've gone to this the last couple of months? Sure. Like we just went through this past weekend. But why is everybody fucking mad about this? I just don't. Sorry, man. I have allergies all over the place. I mean, maybe I'm allergic to bullshit. I have no idea. But it's just like you AEW fans who are just so insecure about, WWE scheduling something the same weekend. Your promotion told you that they knew that this was happening already. And they've been preparing for this for multiple months. So now now they add an NXT show and you're more pissed off? So what? And if you're worried about like people losing viewership and whatnot, guys, there's Peacock. There's playback options. People can watch these on tape delay. Shit happens. There are so many different ways to watch the product. And if you're an AEW fan or if you're a WWE fan, you're going to make a choice. It creates good competition. So y'all need to chill the fuck out, man. It makes it definitely that weekend of July 12th very interesting. And then, hey, people are trying to use, Evolution as part of this weekend as a reason for the women to main event. I was like, that's not a good reason to, like, why don't you make it a more compelling story? And it's not more, I'm sorry, it's like, even as much as I don't like the Death Rider storyline, it's not more compelling than Moxley and Hangman in the main event. That's going to main event the show. Some people say Kenny Omega and Kazuchika. Guys, we've already seen that. Moxley and Hangman's going to main event, okay? That's going to happen. But if you're going to dictate like your week to week that's the other part of this. If you're going to dictate your week to week television and your pay-per-view based off of some of the other things and the optics of it, that's not the way to go. If you're going to book more compelling storylines to get more people to watch your show because of what is going on here, that's how you should take this. You shouldn't take this as, man, WWE's being so petty and disrespectful and taking away from the biggest weekend on AEW's calendar. No, that's not what this is. They threw an extra NXT show on that weekend because, hey, Great American Bash typically happens over the summer. And, hey, they're having a big weekend out there in Atlanta. Some of their biggest stars are from Atlanta, including Cody Rhodes. Great American Bash is going to be from the center stage, which has significant meaning. Even though I don't give two shits about him, Goldberg is probably going to have his last match at Saturday night's main event. And you're going to have the second ever Evolution show. That's a big thing for WWE. And yes, just because it falls on... and it falls on the same weekend as the biggest AEW show of the year, one of the biggest AEW shows that they've ever done in North America. But if you're really pissed off at WWE for doing something in the name of business, this is because that's what this is. And business is cutthroat. If you're an AEW fan, you should take this as a badge of honor. And if you're Tony Khan, book your best 6-7 weeks of television and give people a reason to choose you over WWE. Don't take this as some sort of like, crime against humanity and some sort of travesty. That's not how I took it. I think this is great. Yeah, is it going to be hard to watch each of one of these shows as a wrestling fan? Sure. But to me, I think this is great competition. And it tells you everything that you need to know about AEW. That WWE clearly sees them as a threat. They won't ever admit it, but hey, there's nothing wrong with that. And then if all you AEW fans who are just acting like, man, how dare they take away from this? Why don't they just focus on their own product? They put it on your weekend because they want to test you and try to take away from it. Is that a little bit petty? Sure, but it's business. This is business, guys. It's almost like you guys didn't grow up in the Attitude Era or grow up during the Monday Night Wars. Like, I wasn't watching heavily during that, but I've read stories and I've watched documentaries about it. And these people were fucking cutthroat as shit. They were trying to bury each other. If you've got your feelings hurt about this, go find something else to watch, man. It's just, I don't get why everybody was so fucking mad about this. AEW's already told you that they were getting ready for this. So an NXT show is what really pushes you over the edge? Evolution's what pushes you over the edge? What the fuck are we doing, man? Find something else to be mad about. Because in the end, I think this is good for the wrestling industry because you're creating competition and you're creating, intrigue over the course of this weekend and giving people a choice. And some people are going to choose All In. Some people are going to choose Saturday night's main event. Some people are going to choose NXT. At the end of the day, if you're a true wrestling fan, you're going to watch all of them. There's no difference, guys. This is 2025. You can watch anything anywhere. Come on. The fuck? Like, just come on, guys, be better. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon.